Hello everybody, Patrick here. And so we I recording this on December 6th, just a couple days before it's supposed to come out. Um, we got our official look at the Age of the Primes Superion. And I decided, you know what, since we just got our, official looks at him, why not go back and look at his predecessor, the Combiner Wars version. Now, full disclosure, this is a knockoff. You can kind of see, like, the knockoff company symbol underneath the Autobot symbols here. You can actually see the knockoff company's logo right here. Same company I got, Defensor from. But, yeah, now, another full disclosure, I don't usually care about the aerial bots. Like, yeah, and I'm probably not going to get the Age of the Primes Superion. Partly because, personally, I think the Combiner Wars one looks better. And isn't just, a skeletal remold of Menasor. But, and also I like Menasor being taller than Superion, despite that being logically impossible, because these are jets. Cars, but still. It's just a preference. And also because, let's be honest, Hasbro's distribution is gonna fuck me over, so I probably won't be able to get all the aerial bots. And not to mention, I probably wouldn't be able to afford Silverbolt, so. Combiner Wars. Anyway, so how we're gonna do this video, since they all basically transform the same, except for, him. We're gonna take a look at all of them individually. I'm going to, do my comparisons. And then we are going to, go over one of their transformations. And then we are going to, just kind of skip to the end on that. So, let's see, who should we look at first? Silverbolt's gonna be last, because, he's the leader and all. Oh, let's take a look at you. Air Raid? Air Raid, I believe this one is. And, yeah. Another disclaimer, their weapons are lost. As in, I didn't get them. I got their hand-foot guns. But I did not get their, individual weapons. Yeah, here he is. He's a nice, F-14 Tomcat, I believe. Yeah, he's cool. I personally prefer having his wings swept back like this. But, you can definitely also bring the wings out. And yeah, he looks good. He is, robot under a jet, but that's how all the aerial bots have been and always will be. Yeah, we got some nice black, some dirty mustard, I guess, color. Some red, some silver on the cockpit there. Nice fully painted tail wings, even though they are rubber. Yeah, and then you got the white underneath. He looks good. For comparison, here he is with the Legacy Slipstream. As you can see, if I were to spread out his wings, they'd be pretty close to the same size. Actually, no, with the wingspan, he's a little bit bigger, but, Yeah. Here he is with Dead End. this is obviously not accurate. A jet should be a fucked load larger than a car, but And here he is with another F-14 Tomcat. Maverick, the crossover figure for Top Gun. And very big difference in size. He's a deluxe. I believe he's supposed to be a leader, so. But, yeah. So. Also hand-foot gun, I guess. Here we have Skydive, I believe. It's either he's Skydive and he's air raid, or he's Skydive and he's air raid. I don't care. Yeah. Just remove the hand-foot gun. He's a nice little jet. Something you might see at an air show, which, is really nice. Mostly gray with the black and gold wings. And then, you have the red for robot mode, but, He does have some molded in missiles, which is cool. Yeah, got some nice detailing, some paint on those tail fins. Yeah. Comparison. Slipstream. Dead End, they're all basically the same size in vehicle mode, so I'm not going to do this for all of them. Yeah, swoosh. Here we have Firefly, or Fireflight, as he was called in Combiner Wars. Yeah. He's a nice red jet. Nice blue, white, and silver. This does not like to stay. There we go. Yeah. And nice detailing, nice paintwork. I'll talk about what happened here at a later date. Yeah. He's got landing gear. It's funny, only Firefly and Silverbolt have landing gear. So, yeah, yeah. His jet, nice rubber-ish nose cone. All of them have that. Robot under a jet, so. He's the only, him and Silverbolt are also the only ones without rubber tail fins. This is hard plastic. These are flimsy rubber that can also fold down if you want them to. Hey, you do you, I guess. So yeah. Not much to say. Swoosh. And here we have Alpha Bravo. This set did not come with, what's his face? Slingshot, or Quick Slinger, as he was called in Combiner Wars. Instead, they chose to include Alpha Bravo, the helicopter. Nice white helicopter with some not gold, kind of metallic-ish brown missiles. They come off a lot more vibrant on camera, but they're not that vibrant. Yeah. It's got some cool paint. He probably has the cleanest alt form, because the only thing hanging out underneath his is the hand-foot gun, which I actually do keep on him because, it looks like, an actual weapon a helicopter would have, And, the blades spin. Woo. And, yeah. On to Silverbolt, the Concorde. He looks good. He is, of course, robot under a jet. There's a big meme about everything being a Combiner or Silverbolt retool. Because Silverbolt was used a lot as the base of a lot of molds in Combiner Wars. Like, he was the base mold for Galvatronus, Computron. Hell, he was even reused in Power of the Primes for Abominus. And, you know, the Terracons, so yeah. But yeah, it's a nice jet. It's got 3 fins in the back. It's got the Concorde's droop snoot. That is actually what it's called, the fucking droop snoot. I am not making that up. That's what it's called, the droop snoot. Because when pilots would come in for a landing, they couldn't see very well, so they, you know, droop snoot. The snoot droops. That is its actual name. Look it up. Yeah, anyway. Here he is with his rival, Motormaster. Without the trailer. Now, obviously, a Concorde would not be this small compared to a truck. But, you know, its G1 scale never really mattered that much, so. Anyway. Let's get down to trend. Oh, he also has the combined mode gun that you can separate into, like, the shield, I guess. And a large-ass shotgun that, you can take under the landing gear here and plug it in if you have it connected right. You can plug it in, you know, the 2 tabs and the 2 pegs, you can. I'm not going to push it in all the way because it becomes a pain to pull out, but you know. You have some some molded in landing gear right here. Yeah. Anyway. Transformation. We're going to start with Silverbolt because he's right here. So, you're going to want to fold this down. It doesn't matter which way. Take the nose cone of the Concorde. Bring it up. Take the wings. Untab them. Bring them up. There's little slots right in here that will go over the sections of the nose cone. You're going to want to kind of just rotate the arms so you can bring the legs down. They're on a double hinge. Bring them down like this. Then you're going to want to come in here. Bring out the foot. And bring out the heel. Then you can close this up. And rotate at the thigh. Do the same on this side. Straighten out the arms. On this one, the ratchets are really sturdy. So grab your stand, come right in here, open up his chest, so you can bring out his mouth or his head, and then flip that up. And there you have Combiner Wars Silverbolt. You can then, you know, give him the whole combiner gun, or of course you can rip it in half, you know. Have him holding both sections in his hand. There's like 2 guns, I guess. There are ports in the side of his arm, so if you want, you can do it like this, which is personally how I do it, so, you know, yeah. Now, as for which of the Deluxes we're going to transform. Let's go with Air Raid. So you're going to want to, like I said, all of their transformations are virtually the same. So fold up the tail or the back fins like this. Bring the wings back, and by the way, there are some molded missiles in here. Bring the nose cone back and up like that. Undo the arms, bring them up, bring them down. Open up the legs, extend them, bring them down, tab them in, rotate the head, and for air raid, you can leave the wings down or you can bring them up like this. But yeah. So let me get the others into their robot modes. I will be right back. So I was transforming Skydive here, and I figured there's something I should mention with his transformation is that instead of, you know, like how all the others have this sort of drop down hinge for their arms, Skydives or Air Raid, I don't fucking know. His, you have to slide, like, his is on, like, a double rotation hinge. So you have to do that. And then his arm is on a drop-down hinge. Which makes him incredibly, you know, broad. But, you know. Anyway, thought I'd point that out. And here we are, the heroic aerial bots in robot mode. And yeah, they look good together. Yeah. So let's take a closer look. Here is Air Raid / Skydive, I don't know. Air Raid / Skydive, I don't know. Silverbolt. These two's lower legs are basically the exact same, so. We have Alpha Bravo, Firefly. Yeah. They're all very similar. Essentially what Combiner Wars did was they used a couple basic molds and basic transformations. And you know, kept them standard, so it'd be easier to make figures without having to worry about them, you know, screwing up stability of the combined mode. But yeah, all of them basically have the same articulation, so I'm just gonna go with one of them. You have ball jointed shoulders. You know, full 360, then go up about this far. Except for Firefly, who has, you know, more motion because of how his ball joints are cut. And you can use his drop-down hinge to get him to point up even more. But yeah, heads can rotate. Alpha Bravo and Firefly, for some reason, the knockoff company put their heads on mushroom pegs rather than ball joints. I don't know why. And I had an original Combiner Wars Superior, you know, not Superion, but Firefly. Focus camera. And, you know, I thought, oh, they probably just closed the ball joint and I thought I could, you know, swap out the heads. No, this head is, I don't know how well you can see it, is on a mushroom peg. Yeah, so yeah, there you go, you can kind of see a little bit better. Yeah. And they did the same thing with Alpha Bravo, so. And Vortex, and really anyone who shares this mold. Because these two are basically the same mold. Just instead of wings, this guy has rotors. And, you know, a little bit extra transformation in the feet. Sorry, taking a swig of Diet Coke. Anyway. Yeah. So they have that movement. These two's heads are on ball joints first, and his is on a ball joint, but these two no for some reason. Anyway, you have bicep rotation, 90 degrees at the elbow, which on these two can go both ways for transformation into limb mode. You have waist rotation. Legs can kick forward that far, back. If you move the rotors out of the way, can go back all the way. You have thigh rotation, really squeaky on these guys. Yeah, thigh rotation. 90 degrees of bend at the knee. And for Alpha Bravo, you do have a bit of toe pivots, but that's about it on the limb bots. For Silverbolt, you have ball jointed head, rotate, up, down, wiggle, waggle. Ratcheted arms and go full 360. It can go out. Again, the knockoff company made the ratchets a little too tight in here, but Go out, you have rotation, bend, no waist rotation. There was only like 2 combiner torsos that had waist rotation, that being Optimus and Motormaster, because they shared the same mold. What can you do? Everything else was either this guy's mold or Hotspot's mold. Anyway, you have ratcheted legs and go up that far, back. If you clear all this kibble, can go back all the way, can go out about that far. You can do the full splits. You have thigh rotation and double jointed knee. So, if you could clear all this, well, actually this panel here stops this joint, but still, to clear all that, you get a good range. And the feet can tilt up, up slightly. They can tilt down. And also, if you want, the hands can do that. But, yeah. Comparisons. Slipstream. As I drop her. Dead end. And finally, Motormaster. As you can see, they're a little bit taller than everyone. Like, bringing Dead End back in here. They're a little bit taller because, in 2019 with Siege, they began kind of shrinking so they could reduce costs, even though reducing costs didn't do shit, but whatever. So the aerial bots are slightly taller in robot mode. It's whatever. You don't buy these to keep them in their robot modes. So, what you buy these for is the combined mode. So let's get into that. For these two, at least the configuration I do, you're going to want these two into their jet modes. And you can also have Silverbolt in his jet mode. These two, you can, well, actually, no. We're going to do these two in, vehicle mode, these two in robot mode. So, let's get that. Alright, so they are in vehicle mode. How you get Alpha Bravo into his leg mode. Bring the tail back, bring it up. You're going to want to rotate the head. So it's facing like this, and then flip it in. You see, not rotating the head would have the face. You get it. You're gonna want to fold up his feet, split his cockpit. Just like this. Take the rotors. I just realized you probably couldn't see me split the cockpit. Take the chopper blades and, just kind of sandwich them right in here. For me, it's really loose, so I also tend to pop this up just so they stay in place. Take one of the hand-foot guns, plug it on, and there we go. Let's move you guys. I forgot to get him into vehicle mode too. I was so busy transforming my comparisons that I forgot about him. Anyway, get the hand-foot gun ready. Bring the wings in. Bring the nose cone back. Bring it up. Rotate the head. Flip it around. Boom. Flip in the tail fins. Slap them on the right way. If you want, you can bring the wings up, or you can leave them down. I leave them down. Let's get Silverbolt back into jet mode. And there we go. Alright, so now to get him into torso mode, what you're going to want to do, fold the, tail fin back up, flip the Concorde nose cone back up, flip the wings up, rotate the arms down, bring them down like this, rotate, take the fists, fold them back like this, take these panels right here, bring them back, and then personally, I stop right here, because I like doing the head reveal last. So, now we're just going to connect him. We all know how the Combiner Wars joint system works, because even Menasor from Legacy uses it to an extent. But yeah, do that. And as you can see, he's getting tall. Now we're going to get Firefly into his arm mode. Rotate the head. And kind of, bring out the combiner port. Bring the arms up. Or bring the arms back like this. And then up. Up. Rotate. Rotate. The hands will grip onto these little tabs like right here. At least I assume this is how I see all of them are, combined. So, snap his legs together. Rotate his waist. Take one of the hand-foot guns. Bring the fingers out. Bring the thumb up, over, and down like this to make the hand. Plug on the hand. Slide him on. Just like that. And now to get air raid or skydive, whatever, into his, do the same thing with the combiner port. You are going to want to bring the arms down. Rotate the bicep. You're going to want to rotate the shoulder as well, actually. Rotate the shoulders. Bring it down. Bring the elbow up. Focus. This tab will go into this slot right here. And then do the same thing on this side. Okay. And then connect the legs. Rotate the waist. Bring out the hand-foot gun. Plug it on. And slide him on. Now we can do the head reveal. Again, this is just personal. You can do the head reveal before or after. You're gonna come in here and open this little compartment on Silverbolt's abdomen. Bring the head up. Take Silverbolt's chest, which is currently Superion's dick. Flip this section up like this. Bring the head down. This little tab right here will go into this slot right here. Like that. You also might want to bring the antennae up before you do that. And now you can close up the chest. These little panels are on double hinges, so shift them over. And connect them. And here you have Combiner Wars SUPERION. Now, I really like the way this guy looks. Yeah. The only new detail that's exposed is, the head. But, you know, he looks good. He looks good. Let's get a closer look on said head. Yeah, that is SUPERION. The antennae are, you know, rubbery, you know, same as these guys' tail fins, but, you know. Yeah, look at that thigh gap. Damn. But, yeah, you know. He looks good. He looks good. For articulation, the shoulders are on ratchets. They can do a full 360. They can go up. Shoulders are on, or the shoulders. You have bicep rotation, double jointed elbow because you have the hips of the robot and the knees of the robot. So you can get, you know, about that much bend. No waist rotation. You do have thigh rotation, as well as above the knee rotation. Arms, of course, legs are the robot arms, so of course they can kick forward quite a bit. They can kick back. You know, they can kick out. You do have knee, but yeah. And of course the hands and the feet can swivel. The hands can open and close. The thumb can move up, can move to the side. Fingers, you can, you know, kind of curl them in, I guess. What I do is I bring the fists down here, because that looks a little bit better. Yeah. And of course, you can, you know, connect the gun and shield. Plug it into his hand. And boom. And, you know, here you have SUPERION in robot mode. Or in combined mode. And yeah, he looks good. He looks good. Now, for comparison, here we have Slipstream. She's so tiny. And here we have Menasor. My, how the tables turned. Whereas SUPERION was bigger in the robot modes, Menasor is bigger in combined mode. And if you guys have seen the images of the new Age of the Primes SUPERION, you'll know that they are going to be doing him the same way they did him. With it even looks like the skeletal sections of the arms, these parts, are just remolded from him. Like if you look closely at the elbow joint, you can see the same detail in it. And you know, the joints are in the exact same positions, so yeah, no. While I don't think it looks bad, it's just I did not like it when it came to Menasor. I do not like it when it comes to Superion. Menasor I can accept because at least, the skeleton has something to do in the other modes. Well, yes, it also does have something to do in with Superion. It doesn't work as well in my opinion. And also, I really love the Scramble City aspect that, Combiner Wars had. This just kind of locks it into a single configuration. The most variation you have with this is, which side you put Wild Rider and Breakdown on. That's the most variation you have with him when it comes to limb placement. Yes, you can, have the extra cannon turret thing become wings for him, but, still. Still, you get what I mean, But, yeah. Anyway, guys. So that has been my look at Combiner Wars Superion. I quite enjoy this figure. I loved Combiner Wars when it came out. It was really fun. If you guys can track him down, whether it be the official one, the, Unite Warriors version, or a knockoff like I got, I highly suggest picking him up. If you want to wait for the Age of the Prime Superion because you think that looks better, hey, more power to you. I'm just saying I personally prefer this one. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, hit that like button down below, give a comment, see, if you have any other figures you might want me to review in the next video, and I will see you all next time. Peace.